I don't know. I think it's just really fun to watch it all unfold and see how people react to all these new updates and hats and stuff. And how people give away all their items for something new, and then just to realize that they become nothing special in the next week.
And that's really another thing I don't like about crates is that TF2 has like this little mini trading economy, and if one hat comes out in crates, then it basically just drags that hat's value down into the ground.
I mean, it really shouldn't matter. Well, personally, I just try to get a hat for each class, really. That's why I do like some seemingly bad trades, because it's just hats that I don't like. Then it goes to another class that I do like. Even though that hat may not be the best one, it's a hat that I like.
I'm kind of interested to see if how much Valve will be doing in terms of the economy. Like maybe they'll try and up the drop rates of some items and lower others, and maybe reissue items. And like with the soldier medal, maybe have like a website URL that's random that gives away some kind of hat, and stuff like that. Just trying to, I guess, either experiment with the economy or do this weird thing where they think they know exactly what they're doing, and do such and such and what have you, just to change things. I don't know, I'm just kind of interested to see if they're going to leave it as it is or try and modify anything, and I guess force the hand, as it were, the invisible hand that guides the economy as they see fit.
All the hats are the same trading rate, don't they? I mean the drop rate.
I'm not sure, but it isn't just drop rate. It's also crafting rate, and the crates also affect it. It's all those factors that make it like the modest pile and the towering pillar and all those are seen as really valuable because you can't craft them or anything, and you can't find them anywhere but dropping.
Well,
Whereas the
actually, if you
Polycon
fabricate a
hats,
non-class headgear, you can get.
oh, I mean, yeah, besides that, but there's just compared to other hats where you can get them multiple ways, and then yeah,
See, the polycount hats have been becoming really valuable lately because of their set effect.
which I thought was a good idea to do the four refined and the one weapon to make the hat, because then it means that you don't have to buy it, though it is still really hard to get that one hat, because four refines take forever to get, seemingly forever.
I wonder if they might do a thing where they add hats for the like the sets for the very first items that came out, add more set bonuses and stuff to previously antiquated, whatever that word is, items, like, or maybe take the very first hats for
Oh,
each class that came out to go along with the very first items that came out, with certain, like maybe the Scotsman's hat or whatever, the Scottish one to go with the Islander, and the Charge and Targe to maybe make the demo man move faster, and maybe give him some kind of bullet vulnerability or something like that, or something that wouldn't go against the Charge and Targe, but also would make him even more ridiculous with it.
see, so long as none of the set bonuses involve bleed, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, bleed is pretty stupid because it's just one of those things that only can a medic take it off, or they can only heal it. So I know, like,
They can
compared
just
to
heal
fire,
it.
you can have so many things. But yeah,
See, like, as Tempest from Critscast said, flamethrower fire seems like not really a big thing at the moment. You can kill the pyro, then go away and still live, but when you're hit with a bleed effect, it just seems urgent due to the red coloring and the dropping health, and that just seems like you need to deal with that now, and then maybe kill the NG or sniper later.
oh yeah, because also, like I said, fire can just be taken out by so many things. Because you have own pyros, you have water, you have Jarate, you have milk, you have medics, and you have all this stuff, and so it just
Really,
like,
can
unless
milk
there's
put
an
out?
extinguisher flying towards your face, there's not really a problem with fire.
Yeah, I wasn't really aware that milk could heal fire.
I'm just assuming it is because it's the same thing as Jarate, basically.
So, anything else we need to talk about, or is that
Was it Kritzcrass that said something about a open beta for
yeah?
TF2? But that's all they said.
It's been hinted at
I
or
looked
interviewed
it
by
up
Robin
and
Walker.
on the I looked it up and on the TF2 wiki it just mentioned you can opt in for it and they'll have changes. They might be testing new weapons. They might be changing class attributes, and it'd be like it would range from certain changes to certain classes, and they might just see how this class is against other classes, and it from just really wide gameplay changes that could apparently completely alter the face of the game, which I kind of doubt, but that's always a possibility.
Like, I heard that they're gonna make like at one point in time, they're either gonna make the health ridiculously low or ridiculously high, just to see how that plays out.
That's gonna get some competitive players mad because is going to this stage of just memorizing all the numbers. Well, I do the same thing because I use, instead of just uh, hitting, I just have the numbers popping up whenever I hit somebody, so I know how much it takes to take them down. Then I know that's going to take a lot more to figure out how the new math works, I guess.
I'm actually kind of excited for this because this means that a lot of times with games like this, PC games with lots of modifications, you have it to where it's usually up to the community to do this. But you never know, like Valve might have game modes in mind, and they might also have maybe some weapons that never worked out that could be used in some ways to make like totally new game modes. And they see in the open beta, and you have modern map makers that come in and see this. You're like, oh, I'm going to make a map that uses this and this and this from, the open beta, and then that's a new game mode, and everyone's like, this is so awesome, It's really nice because it would give away for Valve to give the community a lot of ideas for new game modes and stuff.
Oh yeah, because the modding community is basically what holds TF2 up, because you have all the maps and stuff, and then you have, of course, the poly count updates, and it seems like in lieu of like having a dedicated team, because I know they have just people cycling in and out of making TF2. I think they're just relying on modders to make the models and most of the gameplay elements, and then they're just implementing them and bug checking.
Well, I'm also thinking they might do with the Manconomy update. What they have is, kind of how with cell phones now you have app stores where people can sell programming stuff, so you might actually see people who they kind of move TF2 away from having a whole team dedicated to updating it and have those guys work on some other stuff, whereas you would have a small team dedicated towards managing the store, which would have all these different items, and maybe have a balancing team dedicated towards giving item stats or just staying that keeping them in as cosmetic.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad thing at all, really.
I'd actually like to see how that plays.
Though it does seem like that has a lot of problems, but of course Valve does have a good way of whenever they do come out with something, it's usually not too bugged, and if it is, they fix it relatively quick, except for certain items and weapons which we've named before.
So I said, okay, you can wear my hat, you can have my coat, you can take my shirt, 'cause I don't need it. You can wear my shoes, you can take my socks, don't take my bag, it's yours. You can love it, you can have it.
You've just listened to The Hat Rack. Thank you ever so much for listening. We hope that you'll join us again next episode. And remember, the more hats you wear, the deadlier you are. Stay gentlemen.
She said, excuse me, but do you remember me? I said, no, she said, can I appeal to you? So I looked her up and down and realizing her insinuations, I blushed. She said, listen, babe,